explanation? What's the possible, logical, or rational explanation for this situation?
For context, go watch that video so you understand better. And well, I am responding to this video to recall my own personal experience having maggots come out of my body, but not in the way that she explained. And also, I've been able to ask Google questions about how and why that comes about. So, as a little child of about 8 years old, at this time, I was living with another family, not with my parents. And at this time, we played a lot in the sand. We're always in the outdoors and all. So, after a couple of, weeks and months of play and all that, I observed some pain under my arm, and it got really itchy at some point, and then I had to mention it to my guardian, and she checked it out, gave me medication, antibiotics, and then also applied palm oil there to help ripen it, because we thought it was a boil, right? It was looking like a boil, but it did not have a face. So after giving me that, I observed that the arm would be breathing, like it would be breathing on its own. You will feel it when it's breathing in and breathing out. So, and it's that time it will be sweating me to each and each and each. So, after a while, I've taken a full dose of the Bicham antibiotics, and it was not forthcoming. She was like, you know what, we're going to have to pop this open because there's no face already. We've observed it, right? There's no face, so we're going to have to pop it. And she brought a newspaper, and then she started pressing on it and pressing. Oh, she was so good to me. Bless her heart wherever she is, right? She did it so nicely, and then eventually the next thing I heard was a thud. Like that was the sound, and it landed on that newspaper. And then when we checked it, it came out first, and then she had to check. She was like, "Oh, there's another one." I mean, there were two maggots, two live maggots, living maggots from my body. And it came out right under my arm here. I remember it specifically, either my left or the right. But I know that the scar was a bit, is a bit there. So that's how these two living maggots came out. And then she crushed them dead. So I've checked that out on Google, and I've seen an explanation to that. I'll place it as an overlay here so that you will get to see and read for yourself. And I guess we should all also check it out ourselves. The only time or another time that maggots do come out from people's bodies are dead bodies. When the body is decaying and all of that. But as living human beings, it does, and it can happen, right? But the parts of the body that it chooses to come out from is dependent on the maggot itself. So it's not a jazz thing. So I agree with her. It's not a spiritual thing. It's not a jazz thing. Although there could also be jazz related matters in cases as this. So, but let's just be safe out there. Let's also always inquire before we jump into conclusions. That's all I'm gonna say. So fine girl like me still got maggots coming out of my body. It can happen to anybody. The most important thing is be knowledgeable and know what to do when you are supposed to do it. All right. Peace out.